We're going live, folks. Fuck it.
For you, my buddy.
Hell yeah. She's a one of a kind.
You could also use the one with the bubble bath.
What's going on, Tony?
Hey, what up, NDB? Lowry, hey.
What's happening? What's happening out in the desert?
Not much. You know, we got that tournament, so just working every day. I saw a good coach being a dick to, like, my boss today. I can talk that out, but it's almost like a docket, so I'll say
Yeah.
I'll mute up.
typical shit.
Did you say the D word?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute up for a second because Nicole's drying her hair.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
So you're a baseball guy, so okay. There's a bunch of teams that come out here for this tournament, okay, and it's California teams, a lot of them. So the California coach, right now it's rainy, okay. So I went in at 5 a.m. We were getting the fields ready all morning. We had puddles on the dirt. You know, it's hard to get it dry and everything. So either way, game started at 11. We said don't go on the dirt at all. You can go out in the grass, play catch, whatever. There's, of course, one California coach that just wants to walk the field, you know. And then the boss goes, hey, we want everyone off the dirt. And he's all, I'm going to walk it and make sure it's safe for my team or whatever. And
Yeah.
whatever.
That's some bullshit.
Totally. Then, okay, so then it's still, dude, 40 minutes before the game, that coach tells his team to walk through the dirt on the side, not in the field of play, but walk on the side through the dirt to get inside the dugout because we had the dugouts locked, you know? So he moves the whole team in, and then he walks around and he goes, hey, do you guys got a broom we can sweep something up with? And then I go, like, what? What are you talking about, sweep? He goes, well, there's some water in the dugout. I just want it out so my players don't step in it or whatever. So I just go, I'll sweep it out. My boss doesn't want you using our stuff or whatever. And he's trying to talk me up, and I'm just kind of being short with him because, dude, you're not supposed to be in the dirt at all. Like, you're lucky the boss walked away. So I swept it out, and the dude's trying to talk me up, but whatever. I'm kind of ignoring him. And then my boss sees that they moved in. So my boss is like, hey, man, we told you, don't be on the dirt, whatever. And then he gets into it's not a big deal, blah, blah, blah. What do you want, an award for getting the field ready and shit?
That escalated quickly.
Dude, the dude totally, he was just looking for a confrontation, one of those people. But yeah, California guy, I don't know. We maybe got some California people here, but I don't hate you all, but some of you act some way. You know what I'm talking about when I say California people. Definitely a California coach. And I thought they were going to lose their game. They ended up winning their game. But yeah, that guy can buzz off. That's a solid docket.
Yeah, fuck him.
I'm with you on that.
Fuck him. Fuck that coach.
I know.
Hey, Tony, at least you didn't have to use your...
You're still growing up. Today I didn't even have to use my AK. I gotta say it was a good day.
Now, okay, I swear, NDB, that coach, some teams got speakers. You know how they do that sometimes?
Yeah, they all do it. Fucking
I swear, they
cocksuckers.
played that song. They played that
Did
song.
they? They try to
yeah.
outspeaker one another. Like one team will have it so loud and the other team will have it loud and the other team will get louder than the other team. The other team will try to get higher than the other team.
Yeah.
And by the time the game's over, The music is so fucking loud coming from both fucking dugouts that you can't speak or talk or hear anybody fucking say anything.
Yeah, it pretty much ends up being one team, per field has the louder speaker. That's who you're listening to. But then the later games, some team came that had an even louder speaker, and they just kind of took over the whole thing. So here's what it is. You've seen that happen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They do that.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
I got a docket.
I think you said he said he's got it. I got to add it to the stage here.
Yeah. So let me see if I got the
Full
right
screen.
one. Is that the right one? Let's see.
Here we go.
Yeah. So apparently Long Island's on fire.
Bro, holy fucking shit. Dude. Bro, holy fuck shit.
Damn.
Dude.
What the hell?
So, yeah. So there's that thing for sure. So apparently fires or what happened? Oh, you just need to pull it down. Or you need to go.
I know. I pull it down as much as I can, Larry, but I don't always succeed. It's not doing nothing. It's just black.
Here, I'll share another screen. Let me see.
Yeah, fucking.
I got another another docket for you. Did you get that one?
There you go. Yeah, it's spinning. Yep, it popped right up.
There we go. Here we go. This is some space shit that Nicole found. This may be fake, but they're claiming it's SpaceX. So enjoy this bullshit.
This is Captain Aries from the SpaceX Mars Archaeology Research Team, and this is an important message for Elon Musk. You are receiving this transmission on the X platform from the year 2033. Our off-world excavations have been successful, and we have discovered the remains of an ancient civilization on Mars. We now believe that this ancient civilization was comprised of human ancestors who migrated to Earth and gave rise to mankind. They also possessed technology that allowed the transmission of communications to the future and past. There's also evidence that they were communicating with individuals throughout human history and even some people in your current time. In their archives, the ancient civilization has recordings of many important people and events from throughout Earth. It is critical that we inform you. Important. Please do not destruction of humanity. We hope you receive.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Oh, I just stopped it.
Damn it.
I just stopped it. All you got to do is do the thing where you move the pictures back around on the thing, and you got it.
Maybe I need to do this. Change that.
There you go. There you go. You hate to see it.
It's never done that before.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Hey, did y'all see where Mars is right beside the moon tonight? Like the moon is here and Mars is like just over to the right side of it.
You were telling me about that earlier.
It's pretty cool. And then you got Mars and moon, and you got two other little stars just off from it, from like a triangle.
Right.
It's pretty neat looking. Spring is coming, folks. Are you ready to spring forward tonight?
It is on its way.
Be retarded and fucking move the time up an hour so it can fuck everybody's clocks up,
So I got another docket. I got a docket, which is
fuck.
So yeah, video to show because
not so fast.
It's not surprising to me.
You gotta slow down you gotta slow dock it. You gotta slow dock it. All right, I'm done.
So there was much ado about nothing. Of course, all of us knew this was coming, but up the Epstein list that was to come out that disappeared into the news cycle again. That was supposed to be big news this week, and that just fucking got flushed down the toilet, just as expected. Redacted, same bullshit as we already knew everything about it anyway, right? And
they speculated on all that shit already. So
there were already flight lists anyway that were public. They made those things public 4 years ago. There wasn't going to be any surprises here. But how many times are they going to be able to run the news cycle and like actually get away with the news cycle already lasts like 15 minutes before it's done. So like how many times are they going to be able to use that word combination, Epstein list, over and over again?
They just
cycle.
love it.
They're going to use it as long as it's effective until it just nobody gives a shit, you know. And it's that was very surprising.
They do that with a lot of things. So
that was one of the big things that they talked about. They were like, we're bringing it all out, you know, the JFK files and all that stuff. And they did that the last cycle too. And everyone's like, oh, they're going to do it this time. They're not going to do shit. They're not going to do shit. Nothing's going to come out. And it's going to be black magic.
They didn't even show anybody. Did they give any names at all? Any names?
I mean, we wouldn't be surprised with the names that were on there because they already released a bunch of flight lists, a bunch of flight logs. Those were out, 2018, 2019. And everyone's like, the Epstein list. I'm like, no, you're just not gonna, you're not gonna see that.
So where did they get the list at? Refresh my memory. Did they get the list off of like somebody's laptop or some bullshit? You know it's bullshit.
No, they're apparently the Wiener laptop, or it was the Hunter laptop from hell, maybe. You know, I mean, it's just stupid. It's just like, and it's no surprise to anyone that's actually looked at it who's on it anyway. We already know that shit happens. Oh, I got another docket that's associated with that. You want to give me a don't?
Associated. We got an associate doc.
Gene Hackman.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of rumors going around about Gene Hackman and that he was a next door neighbor to
that escalated quickly with Gene Hackman, by God.
And I like that guy, dude. I always liked his acting and everything else, but it's like there's tons of videos and like we can't even trust videos anymore. There's so much AI out there. It's just like whatever. But like you know, they're saying that he was the first witness of all of these things, and whether he was involved in it or not, like he pretty much had to toe the line in a Hollywood, whether he did it or not. And so there's a bunch of like rumors out there that he was the neighbor, basically a neighbor to Epstein. So he's either the first witness or like he was heavily involved. So it goes both ways depending on who you talk to.
Yeah.
You know, but like, you know, it would suck to hear that he was actually involved in that, because I really did actually like that guy's art craft. He was like really great at what he did.
He was a damn good actor.
Damn good actor. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is, an actor. He did serve. He served in, I think it was the Marines. I think he served in the Marines. So he would have served probably in a very similar time as my granddad. Yeah.
Yeah. What was he, like 90? Wasn't he like 90 something?
Yeah. And so like, and it was like 30 years ago. My granddad died about 30 years ago. So that would have put them in this, you know, and I think he might originally be from Dodge City, Kansas, which is like right around where all of us grew up. Cause, you know, it was like 3 hours west of where I grew up in Kansas. But you just know, like, it's like he was a Kansas guy, military guy. Let me see, was Gene Hackman from Dodge City, Kansas? I'm pretty sure he was.
He looks like a Midwesterner to me. You know,
well, he spent some time in he spent some time in the Midwest, but he was born in San Bernardino, California. So he must have just spent some time in the Midwest. He sounds like a Western Kansas or people like the almost spot on. Like he spent time there.
Midwest, yeah.
But anyway, like, you know, that's the rumor going around until that news cycle dies, and then you'll never hear about Gene Hackman again. You know, but apparently he was like, they found him. He was like,
I had to give John Keeley a bong bong there.
Yeah. He was like, they found him, and like, I guess his wife had been dead for a week, and he had Alzheimer's and didn't realize that she was dead. This is the story coming out of, you know, the press. So who knows if that's true or not, but so that she'd been dead for a week. He was wandering around with Alzheimer's and eventually died. And I guess the dog, died of starvation or something, or just died because their own, you know, sometimes dogs just pass away if their owners pass away. I don't know. You'd have to look into that. But anyway, the dog was found dead too in the closet. So like, who knows how long? Maybe it was a month. I don't know. You have to look into it.
I mean, that shit gets stiff quick, man.
Rigor mortis sets in like 12 hours.
Yeah. Right? It don't take long. Damn.
Yeah. Some weird shit.
I mean, all of them died? I mean, how the fuck does all of them die?
Yeah, it was bizarre. Like the dog probably could have survived, you know, like out of toilet water and like whatever nuggets around the floor for at least a while. But they said it might have been a week or 2 weeks maximum. Like the last time they had seen, at least the wife, they had seen she was dead first, but they said
Yo, my bad. I heard him singing happy birthday. I had to run off. I got family over.
Yeah, February 11th was the last time they'd seen the wife, right? That was like, then they had someone that a neighbor called.
I don't remember the exact dates, but I know that she was dead, and I think she probably took care of him. He probably forgot to eat, and then she died from some weird disease.
They said it was a hantavirus or something.
I gotta play our sponsor real quick.
We might as well do this and get this out of the way. Today's show. Oh, go ahead. Today's show is sponsored by FAFO Schwartz. That's FAFO Schwartz, the fuck around and find out company. Due to our contractual obligation to FAFO Schwartz, we have to play a small commercial, short commercial, or they'll come and break our legs.
Damn, it's like 140. That's fucking high as shit. Yeah. If it is even 140.
What happened?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, yo? Yo.
Now you can say yo.
Just so you know, you got another fire dragon over here.
Fire dragon? Fire horse. Fire snake, fire dragon.
Fire horse.
Firecracker.
Fire horse.
Fireball.
I stomped the snake.
Oh shit.
What are you?
Light her up?
Metal
I
rat.
think we're gonna go to the beach.
Metal.
Yeah.
Hey,
Metal.
Yeah,
Zulu in the hizzy.
Yeah. What up, everyone in chat? Sorry, I had to run off. Karen, Ted, Jay, John Keeley, Matrix One. Love everyone. And
Carl.
what up, Carl? NDB, you see we got random fan popping back in? It's been a while.
Yeah, I see Rando in there.
Is random fan the one that called in and had the voodoo doll of Zulu?
I don't know.
Do you remember?
I don't know, but vaguely. I might have been inebriated and I also slept since then. So
Yeah. I think I'll double fact check it if I can. I don't know. Might be gone.
yeah, I don't know about the Zulu voodoo doll, but
He liked the voodoo doll, dude. He definitely.
I think you're right. I think I.
Well, it wouldn't
now.
affect him
Zulu
now
did
that
like
he's
it, and I was like,
he's moved along to the next stage of life. He wouldn't even mind it. It wouldn't affect him, right? It would just be the.
I don't know.
voodoo.
Well, random fan, please don't make a voodoo doll of me, okay? Because you may want a Zulu.
Yeah,
Zulu's
me
no
too.
longer with us, so if you could just hold off on making voodoo dolls of me or anybody else that I know,
I agree.
I truly appreciate it. But he did. He did fucking. He did like it. It was funny.
See, random fan, nice. I knew it was you. What up, man? Good to see you coming back around.
Oh, public service announcement. If you're in the Carolinas, Karen has puppies, and I know they're cute as hell, and I know that they're really good dogs. That breed is really good. So, like, if you're down in that area, you need to reach out to Karen if you're looking for a puppy. Now would be the time.
All Lowry does is make deals. See the ticker on the bottom?
Big deals. the art of the deal.
That's all he does is make deals, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you that.
So my bad. I had to walk off when you were playing that SpaceX thing. Was that an actual SpaceX thing, or is that AI?
I think it's AI. I think it's AI. It's like we're in the stage now where this is another docket, by the way. You better give me a don on this one.
Hit him.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
SpaceX.
So yeah, it was a what you had was basically an AI video. Like there's AI music out there, there's AI videos out there, obviously, but now it's becoming mishmashed with what is kind of truth. Like it starts with the SpaceX logo, and then they start talking this trash about a Mars colony that colonized Earth.
Yeah.
And so like now you're seeing what the information war really looks like, which is like I honestly believe that like video is now falling to the wayside as far as like what is actual, evidence. We're right now we're getting good at spot AI. It's not really that hard to spot. You can be like, that's totally fucking AI. You got to vet.
Is that just the cheap shit though? Is that like the quickly made stuff? Can you like refine it and make it better?
Oh,
I think
yeah. They've got
movie
tech out there.
studios use. Yeah,
they've been using it. I think they've been using it for a lot of years. So like it can be as real as you can imagine. Like I could be AI. It could look like this. It could look this real.
AI Lowry.
Yeah. But the thing about it is like the reason it's a docket is because we're now in the phase where you can't even use I don't know that video evidence would support anything in court anymore because it's just can be faked. And I think that was part of the plan, was like to introduce something that can be faked so that actual video evidence can be. And like there's a picture that I still have vetted across the board. I originally got it from Robot Polisher. That was the one with Venus in front of the moon. So I still haven't found anywhere where that's been debunked so far, but we put that one out. I think it was last week on this same show. We looked at it, and it's very curious proof that I haven't seen. But then again, if they can fake moving motion pictures, they can make a grainy moon with a Venus in front of it, and that's the bugger that we're kind of up against. It's like,
I wonder. I did hear something on Venus. If you back around next week, Lowry, I'll have a double fact check for you. I got to re-listen to what I heard. I know where I heard it, but I don't know off the top of my head. Like
if it looks grainy and it looks real, it could be. But you almost have to, like, at this point in time, you almost have to like get to the source. Who took the photo? Like if you have your own camera, geez Louise, try to get that. And like if it comes from a first person, like Robot Polisher usually vets pretty hardcore. Like I trust his work, and he's done magnificent stuff as far as vetting what he puts out. And now that thing's gone around the internet like 5 times, and there's not really, I haven't noticed any community notes in X for it or anything like that. I kind of watch for those, and I watch for amateur astronomers being like, this, trying to explain it off or whatever. I haven't really seen any of that, but like if anybody out there in chat like has looked at this picture, I'll show it again just so like if you guys don't remember.
Any read on Robot Polisher? You ever talk to him or anything?
He doesn't talk on a lot of interviews, but I know a lot of people that know him firsthand, and he's been legit so far. I haven't seen any cracks in his wall. But here's I'll share this. This is the picture we're talking about, guys. And if you guys know anything about it, let's see here. Present. Right. So this one was one we showed last week. Let's see, maybe this one. Yeah,
that was pretty killer. The fucking.
Okay, you can put that up.
Venus right there. I got you.
So I mean, you can put it in your software if you want, and have a look at that.
That's cool, man.
So this went around, and this has been around. I keep seeing it go around X over and over again, and that's a problem for the heliocentric model because Venus is certainly not in between the moon and Earth. Could that be a balloon with light shining on it? Could that be any number of things? Of course.
Well, it checks out. It checks out because of where Venus is, even right now. Like whenever the moon comes around, that would possibly happen because they're so close. Like even after this picture, Lowry, like the next day, Venus is down and to the right of the smiley face of the crescent moon. So it kind of checks out,
Yeah, and well, when I looked at it from what was the source, at least the source that I could find it's coming from a stargazing site, which they're not heliocentrists. They look at the stars and they take pictures and they share them. So I don't think they even thought about if this is actually a real photo. I don't think they even thought about what that means to have Venus there in that picture. You can see the outline of the moon behind it. You can actually see it, and then the sliver of light, obviously. But so like if anybody out there, run it in photo software or whatever you have to do to figure that out. But so far it hasn't been debunked, and there'll be a bunch of people coping and making up excuses for what it is, and they'll party line and that.
So that was just after this most recent new moon. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Right before the new solar lunar eclipse, which is coming, the 14th, 15th this week.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lunar eclipse
14th, I
coming.
think.
Yeah, and I was gonna.
Yeah.
So like, just here's another docket on Robot Polisher. Just what I know about him. Stop sharing.
Can't say the D word around here. Let me get it back to us. Whoa, what happened?
So that's what I know about Robot Polisher. So like, he doesn't do a lot of interviews. There are people that I trust that at least have offline conversations with him. I know that the dude, I know what little I know about him is that he is allegedly walked not walked every state, but he's walked major cities in every state, at least the United States, if not Europe, on his feet. And he did this over the course of, I'm just putting this out there. I want to say it was like over the course of 4 or 5 years, he literally backpacked and walked down every major city street in the United States. I don't know if that's possible to do that in a 5-year period. That's a claim that's out there.
That seems like impossible. That sounds like some bullshit to me.
It might be, but somebody out there that knows him more personally, I'd heard that story. Maybe you can chime in on chat or whatever. But I like all
cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro.
Man. Yeah. Guys that walk that much, they aren't that good at computers, so I don't know about your story there.
So anyway, that's a little woo-woo shit for Robot Polisher.
Right?
I don't know much about him. I've heard his voice once, and I think he's kind of in the Hibbler circle over there. So you'd have to like kind of dig around over there and see if you can talk to some of those cats.
Not Hibbler.
Yeah, I mean it's like.
NDB, can you make me full screen?
Yeah, I'll make you full screen.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, this book that I got this year, an astronomical calendar, looks pretty cool. It's got the swan here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I go to March, and I'm looking at all the dates. Okay, so here it would be pretty much March 1st is when you're looking at. So that's when this animation thing is. See where it shows Venus and the moon?
Yeah.
Are they close? Up to the right? Is that
It
right
shows them
picture?
as close, yeah.
The moon's in the right phase.
It doesn't show it like 45 minutes after sunset is pretty much where the moon would be on that day, timing wise.
Right.
So intersecting.
Behind the sun.
So intersecting, basically. Intersecting Venus's path.
Yeah, that is true because Venus would be up to the top side of that moon, and that's how it was.
Yeah.
The moon would be behind Venus, and that's how that picture looked. So
I didn't think I'd actually have a book that would have that in it, but at least
it doesn't show you. They have to, they have to offset it on that book to show you the two different, two different bodies or whatever.
Yeah, good point. They could have to offset it.
Right, in order for you to kind of visualize where they're at in the sky, but they're actually like lined up.
Oh, actually, it does show the March 2nd one here, too.
Do they have more pictures in that book that would show when that would happen again in case somebody, I don't know, wants to take their camera out and try to
here's the March 1st one, and then here's the March 2nd one, 45 minutes after sunset.
And that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and then March 3rd. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That works. And the moon's out of the shot, That's interesting. Glad I got this.
What book is that? Is that the almanac or something?
Nah, this one's just an astronomical.
Uh-oh. Fuck, Tony.
A bunch of space
books. There he is.
There he is.
Space books. That sounds like some bullshit to me, Tony.
Me?
Space books are.
I got this one too. Well, I mean, I'm buying almanacs and shit. The Night Sky Almanac. How can I not get shit like this?
Yeah.
Actually, should flip through here, see if there's anything.
So I got a buddy out in Colorado that likes to pick up interesting things because he's one of us, and he sees things in bookstores every now and then. And he saw this one day. This is a record. Okay, this is an LP. Let's see if I can get this set up here.
I got you in solo layout here. What's it say? Our journey to the moon, 7 to 11.
Landmark in the history of man. The sounds, the people, our journey to to the moon. So we played it actually on the record player, and dude, it is so cheesy and just total propaganda that was put out to record stores. And they even leave the beeps in there when they're talking from allegedly Earth to the moon. It's like, and this is Houston, beep.
Yeah,
and we are on the sea of tranquility, beep. You know,
yeah.
it's just like, and
That's pretty nice.
This was the kind of shit that they put out to like swerve people like early on that like may not have like, you know, quite.
What's up, Nico?
Space and stuff. You know, this kind of shit is what led to Star Wars. This kind of stuff in the stores led to like movies like Star Wars. You know.
What year is that album? What's it say as far as year?
It says, let's see. It's got to be like 1970. You got a copyright on that?
Yeah.
But it's like there was a ton of this stuff that went out just as product into the stores to further, you know, push along the space narrative. And like when you find these little nuggets, I mean, it's so stupid. It's like it's set up to like basically entertain people on their record player, but also like push an agenda.
Hey,
right?
we need to ask NASA why they lying so much.
Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. You're lying so much. You're making it hard for me.
Yeah.
Why you always lying? That's fucking funny shit, dude.
It doesn't have a date on it, but apparently the recording is from May 25th from the moon landing.
No, it would have been so 69. It would have been 69 or 70 is when it's
July
from.
19th. Oh wait, no.
Do y'all want to see La Luna from an airplane?
Yeah.
All right, here you go. That's looking to the south, out the south side of the plane. I think I was flying back from New York to Louisville back in last September. It doesn't look that far away. But I don't think anybody went.
Dang, that's just stupid.
You know.
Do you know how far away they say it is off the top of your head?
Well, they say 236,000.
I was gonna say 37,000 for some reason, but I don't know. It's some bullshit.
It was 236.
Right. This is why I get these books, okay? Here in this nice
There you go, Tony.
Well timed. Okay, so in this night sky almanac on March 1st, okay, it shows you all the moon phases and stuff. It says that on that March 1st, where that picture was taken probably on that day, with Venus and the moon close together, you know, it said it would be at 362,000 kilometers. So like 225,000 miles.
Right.
Yeah. That's not what we've been told, right?
Yeah, that's
what they say. But they said that's the perigee. That's the closest point of the moon to us.
At one point in time, the propagandist said the moon is actually in our atmosphere. Don't forget that one. That was a good one. Remember that one?
Yeah, I've heard people debate in saying that, you know.
I heard that the hole in the ozone layer is going to be fixed by like 2033.
Yeah, for those of you
that.
For those of you that aren't old enough to remember, we had a similar catastrophe of a hole in the ozone layer over Australia caused by Aquanet. Yeah.
What is that, a hairspray?
Caused by hairspray. That's how in your face and retarded and stupid, and how much they just like to smash shit in your face with.
Didn't they call them like CFCs or some shit?
Yeah, CFCs or something. You know, it was totally. Like once you see it, like over the course of like 40 years, and you see how the propaganda cycle works and the news cycle works, it's just hilarious. I mean, actually, you got to give him credit. You got to give the devil credit, wherever the devil is. He's pretty funny. You know, it's like he's an asshat, of course, but it's like he's like, geez, like really, like people fell for this. It's like, you know, and then you're like, oh yeah, the sea levels are going to rise. That was like 80s, you know, and you look at a picture of Statue of Liberty from like 1901, and then the same picture in like common times, and the water level hasn't gone anywhere. Plus, everyone's saying they're all buying oceanfront property, which is curious, you know. So it's like you have all this bullshit, and then when you see it over the course of time, it's just like, well, fuck it, this is stupid, it's dumb, and that's
they're
the
just
space
saving
program
us from ourselves by buying up that oceanfront property. That way, they can deal with that for us, and we don't have to, as the plebes, deal with that catastrophe that's pending.
Yeah, always pending. Everything is pending. Not here yet, but it will be here.
These are pending. Order in the court. Order in the court. We got FB Nation, KKKKKKK Carl here, and Mr. Fatheads.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. And Miss Nico, XOXO.
Hi, Nico. Hi, fellow monkey.
Hi.
Nico, are you getting nervous about going on Strange World on Tuesday night?
I'm going on Strange World on Tuesday?
I think you are. I thought I heard your name.
Oh, no? Why would I be nervous?
Yeah, they
Would
did
I be?
say your name.
I
Should
don't
I
know.
be nervous?
I mean, I wouldn't be. I was just asking you if you was.
I was kidding. No, I'm not nervous.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be fun. I was trying to figure out what I was going to wear, actually.
I feel like I've been on that show for 10 years, so it's like I'm just going to be on video.
You're going to dress like a rock star.
I'm going to be on video this time. I don't know. It's kind of no.
Here, I have a docket. You guys want to see what's going on in France?
Oh yeah, send that. Hold on. Here comes the shit.
Oui.
Bonga, bonga.
Hold on. Shit.
The reason
they
that
say
she
bong bong
look
in
how
France.
saggy. Look how saggy they can.
Stop. Don't give it away. Don't.
Hold on. She sent it to me. So.
How is everybody this evening, by the way? Good evening. Hello.
Spring is coming, Fathead.
Fuck yeah, buddy. Saw some green
Not
out in the
here.
yard today.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Hey, y'all know that Mars is right beside the moon tonight. I wish I'd have got off earlier. I would have got it in front of it, but I was working, and I was like 2 hours late.
No, that's a planet, and it's round.
Okay, this is for Venus, the feminine energy of Venus, the feminine energy of the moon. Welcome to France.
Yeah, I just put it. I put it in the back. You have to add it, NDB.
Hey, don't talk about my
where you
training.
at? There you are.
Stop that over there. What the fuck?
What had happened was. What is this?
Let's just watch it one more time.
Did they dip their arm in Pepto Bismol? Or what the fuck did they do? Oh my lordy!
Yeah.
Notice how like all
What
of
is that?
like crazy ones are super like not attractive. It's weird.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's like if you don't like enter into like I guess a traditional partnership or marriage or something like that, and you become angry and like I don't know. That's just what you do.
Maybe it's
just-
a
yeah,
maybe it's a
ugly.
propaganda thing. They only show us the ugly ones, not to get us to join the cause. You know,
Maybe.
could be.
Well, it's working. It's working, Tony.
It's working. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I don't think that lady was saying the right stuff. But Fathead
Oh,
also,
shoot.
Lowry started a story with.
It's
Lowry
definitely
started a
fucking
story
working.
with. I have a friend in Colorado likes to pick up things. I thought he was going to be talking about you, Fathead. I'm sure you like to pick up things as well.
Pick things up. Well, it depends on what these things we're picking up are, I guess.
I
This
would
was,
classify
Because if
myself
it's
as someone
anything
who
in
likes
that
to pick stuff up.
video, I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah, no, it was. I think it was Jesse. I'm kind of spacing on his name, but it was a friend of Spicy and Griff's in downtown Denver, and I spent a little bit of time with them before I went out to your place or after Fathead. I was in Denver for a while before I went out to yours, yeah. So like, Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people out there, you know, like Daniel Falkenbach likes to collect old books. He's like, famously, his collection is like absolutely just like you can't believe some of the shit that he's finding in these old books, especially like the old mud flood stuff and like the
I heard.
disaster.
When is his sombrero coming? This weekend?
It's Alan and Shane from Glowbusters tomorrow, and then Daniel is next Sunday, and we're gonna.
Okay.
He's got some stuff out of those books that are just it's gonna blow your mind. They're all talking about catastrophes in the 1800s, and they're all like printed books from different countries, bound together with real print in them. So like I'm sure somebody out there is gonna be like, "Well, that's fake." I don't know, but they're telling kind of the same disaster story across the board. And so he's like kind of a deep diver. And my guy in Denver, he's like, every time he walks into a bookstore, he's looking for the oldest book he can find or the oldest piece of vinyl he can find or something that's just like randomly slipped through the cracks and made it out to the consumer shelves. And, you know, that's where you find the secrets, man. Like Nicole spends hours in Periscope films and she looks into old VHS, like archives and everything else. And there's so much gold. Like when you find that it's just slipped through the cracks.
Like no 24-hour sun and in the South.
Well, there's
I discovered that too. Yes, I got you, Lowry.
There's a couple of those, and then, you know, there's also there's speculation that like I don't want to see any more of those boobs. I don't want to see any more of those.
Ready?
No, please don't show us those.
Yeah.
Don't.
Anyway, but yeah, so like there's another thing too with the Albert Smith and Lady Blount. So there is a day, or at least a day, where they had observed in 1903 where sailors were playing cards by sunlight at midnight in the South, and that's like documented. So like that's where it gets weird. It's you're like, well, is there one day a year where that some sort of like thing happens that actually does have sunlight in the South, and then you have. You know, the Periscope Films one is very deceptive because they say they're there in the summer solstice for Antarctica, but then I think they go on to say that, but in the winter, the sun's always down. So it's really tricky in Periscope because there's a lot of propaganda in there too. They also drop they use the word globe like right after that. So you got to like really be careful like how they're using those old films, but there's a lot of stuff that comes through those old films that slips through the filter. Like a lot of people just don't catch them. And apparently the people at Periscope Films, this is the story, the alleged story. They found all this film in a storage locker and it was just like decades of stored film that just ended up in a storage place. And so they just started transferring the video. And we have found so many gems in that stuff. And like so many educational films that are actually real educational films that talk to you about how radio actually works and why it works in a way that they don't want this shit out there now. They don't want you to know that line of sight is very important in a lot of radio broadcasting, especially microwave. They don't want that shit out there. So like you got to dig deep for that stuff. But these are original like Army training films, you know, for like the Army, and like this is how radio works, and this is why we use FM versus AM, because FM you can. I believe it's FM that you can fit more information in within the wavelength, but don't mark my word on that. That might be AM, but I think it's FM.
I think they're shorter wavelengths, so they're easier to use.
Yeah, and you can get more information. Yeah, you get more information.
Yeah, I've heard something like that, but what's anything riveting that you found in those videos that's outside? Because that's the AM FM thing.
I need a bong really quick over here.
Yeah. Old movie, and they said that they were doing some kind of a radio, you know, they was talking to each other. Of course, it's line of sight, right? And right. They was on an island and they were talking to like Guam or something like that. Was over 100 miles away.
Yeah.
And so that's got to be way over a curve. No way that it's going to go.
What curve?
It's not. Yeah. What curve?
Yeah. And here's another thing. Too, like the old. The old
Damn it, Lowry. Hang on a second.
What's up?
I got to get my docket in real quick. Look.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
The update. I gotta earn my right to stay on the stream here. Look.
Oh, it's insulation.
Look, there's insulation going in.
That makes me itch.
No, dude, this stuff. So look, it's not even fiberglass. I found this stuff. It's actually recycled denim.
Oh, that's
cool.
Oh, like blue jeans and shit.
Yeah,
and all that. Yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah, and it's easy to just wear a dust mask, but there's no gloves or anything. It's awesome.
Smart. I like that.
So anyway, that's the update. I'm getting insulation in.
That's rad.
That's so cool. You're stuffing your walls with jeans.
I know, right?
You got good jeans. Good jeans.
That's
I guess
so
you could
good,
use
Chris.
cotton. I guess you could use cotton too. Hell, what's the difference?
Are they Levi's? Are they Abercrombie and Fitch?
You know, probably a little of column A and a little of column B is my guess.
There's no telling.
They could actually upsell insulation based on the brand of jean it is, actually.
I
Pure Levi
don't
shredded
know.
jeans.
This stuff is
insulation.
plenty, you know, it's saving me money by getting this shit. It's like almost half the price of the fiberglass. So
That's
I'll
good.
take
How
it.
much is cotton? I bet you could use cotton too. I mean,
Maybe, but I don't know that I can get cotton this dense, fire rated. For
Yeah, I was gonna
the
say that
price I'm
sounds like a
getting.
fire hazard. Cotton.
No, it says
well,
it's fire
so does
resistant.
denim. Denim sounds like a fucking fire hazard to me.
Huh.
I don't know.
No.
I just showed
Maybe
you the
about-
package. It says fire resistant.
It does.
Who knows?
Well, maybe they sprayed something on it. And,
Maybe.
You know, that's possible.
I got a docket.
A docket.
Oh, fuck. All right, Carl, let us hear it.
Bong bong.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
Suspense is killing me, Carl.
Come on. Out with it.
Don't make me go from the window to the wall.
To the window, to the wall, till the sweat drops down my balls. Until all these bitches crawl. Ah, skeet, skeet, goddamn. Getting crunk in the club she's working. I like to see them females twerking. Taking their clothes off, bucking naked. ATL ho, don't disrespect it. 369, damn she fine. Hoping she can sock it to me one more time. Bring your ass right over here, ho, and let me see you get low. To the window, to the wall, till the sweat drops down my balls. Oh, by golly, skeet, skeet, motherfucker, goddamn.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
From the window to the
Damn,
wall.
Carl, I didn't tell you to leave.
Yeah, you drove up.
I think we made him sad.
Did you
No,
cut
he-
it early?
No,
Ends with the goddamn.
He doesn't
It
have
does.
a very good connection. I know that.
It goddamn does, but I cut it off too soon.
Yeah, it does end with a goddamn. Goddamn.
Goddamn right. We'll have to play it again.
That's the worst part.
Today is, International Women's Day.
International Women's Day.
Mm.
So for all you
It was
women out
also
there-
allegedly, according to my email, 308 day.
So I would like to just say
308 day.
congratulations to me because I am the only girl on this.
Would you like a cookie, Nico?
Happy woman.
Maybe a pat on the back?
I'll take a round of applause.
Little applause there.
Golf clap.
Yeah. So what else happened this week? There was some things.
Fuck. I don't know,
Oh,
man. What?
man.
I've just been working.
Yep.
Nothing.
Working.
I want some shit to happen.
Yeah,
Everything
kinda
calm?
do and I
Everything
kinda
calm
don't.
out in Rona? Yeah, I know.
Who's coming to jam the plane? Damn it. Let's do this. It's
Jamming
like
on
3
the
months
plane
away.
in June. In
Freaking
June.
A.
Yeah, it's basically 3 months. Yeah, because we're coming up on the solstice. Or, yeah, spring solstice.
Yeah, and jamming the plane is right in between both of the eclipses that we got. That means something
Yeah.
special is going to happen out there.
I
Something
want to go
special
for
always
sure.
haven't out here, Tony.
I haven't
know,
been on
something
Colorado. I haven't
special.
been on Colorado yet myself. I need to go check it out.
Oh man, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Plus, you got
out
some.
here.
Plus, you got some tequila put in the refrigerator or freezer.
I
think,
sure
don't you?
do. It's still sitting there.
Well, that's pretty important. That's a pretty important part of the equation here.
I'm just saying.
I got the meme of the day. The meme of the day today.
The meme of the day. Let's do
Got
it.
it. So you can pull it up there if you want, NDB.
Gotcha.
There you go. There you go.
What's it say?
Just drink that up. drink it up.
Heliosexuals.
We all love balls.
Well, who do we got?
Well,
Bill
that is
Nye
true.
the Science Gay.
You know,
Mealy ass Tyson.
you got Michio Cocky.
Michio, yeah. Cock in your mouth. And who's the other guy?
The upper right, I guess that's Carl Sagan. Is when he used to have a six pack, I guess. I don't know. And then douchebag.
Did any of these guys have, bodies like they're showing right now? I don't think so.
No, dude. Tyson. He's a fat ass, dude. He's a straight fucking heterosexual fat ass. Sorry. Not sorry.
Oh,
hey,
sorry,
you know
not
that one
sorry.
Michio Kaku guy? You know that guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaku.
What's the where did that quote come from? I heard, was it from the movie The Principal, where he says that shit like it's wrong by the factor of 1 to like 1 trillion?
Yeah, it means basically he's admitting that we don't have any fucking idea. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, so is that in The
shit.
Principal that he says that? Have you seen that movie? Anyone here?
I can't remember, but he basically it's
not.
one of the most spread around quotes of him. And just him saying that alone, if you actually knew how many zeros that was, it was like 1 to the 24th power or 1 to the 26th power or something, or 10 to the 24th power. And it's just like, once you actually get your arms around how big that number is, he's basically saying we don't have a clue what's going on in the sky. And they don't.
Yeah.
They just don't.
Wonder
They don't
where
have any
that
idea.
came from. He said it somewhere.
Hey, Nicole, can you read the comment there, please? Good job. Great fucking job, Nicole. You know, you get it. She gets it. She fucking gets it. Perfect. That was perfect.
Oh, suck. Okay.
Suck
Oh, now we got two Carls.
Not one.
See what you did? See what you did, NDB? You cursed him so bad that now we're
the hell's going on?
Yeah.
We lost to Carl.
No, we didn't need 2 Carls. We just need one Carl.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this.
All right.
You're back though. You got your docket ready?
Well, I was trying to do it on my computer, but for some odd reason, it won't allow me. So I don't know why it won't allow me. Because I was going to show you a picture. I was up at Klingman's Dome. It's 6,634 feet. It's the highest place on the East Coast. And I was filming the sun
66.
July 1st. And as it was going away, it was 7 o'clock in the afternoon that my picture is. Okay, I'm going to explain it to you.
Yeah.
And the sun, now looking out, because I'm high, I'm looking out level, right? And the sun's a little bit in the horizon, but you can see it lighting up clouds beyond the sun.
Yeah.
So that's 2,500 to 3,000 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was going to show y'all, but obviously it won't let me show you. I don't know why. I'm going to have to figure out why. But I mean, I'm really close to my internet thing here. My computer, it's not capable one of plugging in, plugging directly into the Wi-Fi. So, but I don't know why it's not letting me show you because it's a very interesting picture. I'll have to show you next time because I'm going to have to figure out my fucking computer. It's fucked up, but
Lowry, or email it to me.
What's that?
Right.
What are you trying to do?
The picture that he wants to show.
Oh yeah, well we
you can email it to one of us.
You can text it to one of us and we can put it up. I've got something here that's this is newer. I know there's a lot of these out here, but like this is along the same path. NDB, I'll share this. This is a lot of these. This was a big proof for me. I know
sexy.
It didn't work for a lot of people. This wasn't a good proof for them. It was not my first proof. But it was one of those ones that kind of helped seal the deal. And there's a lot of these out there, but these are kind of some of my favorite ones. The sun amidst the clouds videos. I got one. This is a newer one. It looks like it was, this was 5 years ago. So this was like, not new, I guess, but I've never seen this one before. If you want to put that one up, NDB,
It is.
All right, so let's see what this one's got. Some good stuff.
It's there.
2 minutes long.
You
So let me
ever
get
seen the sun
screwed up.
hotspot videos, like where the sun is making a hotspot on the top of the clouds?
So
yeah, they'll say that's due to perspective, but I don't think that's correct. I think
it's
that
just because
that's
it's local.
that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
So the important thing is, like, when you see these, you can look around the base of the sun, and you can see it's sort of got a little, like, the clouds are sort of lit up on the rim there. You can see the clouds behind the sun are being front lit. In other words, they're behind there being front lit from that position of the sun. It's not a great proof, but it certainly, like, visually, like, makes the sun look very local.
It is local.
Like, that thing is just nestled right in there. It looks like an egg in a nest.
Yeah, if those top clouds at the top of the sun were like those other ones that supposedly in front of it, it would darken it out too, and that's not happening.
Yeah, those clouds are clearly behind.
Look just like those.
Yeah. It's a pretty good, once it gets in focus, it's a pretty good little shot there, because you can see the front lighting of the back clouds. They're not in front of the sun. Then you've got the clouds in the foreground. It looks like it's just sinking into the nest, like whatever that apparent position is. It's like sort of going into a little bed of clouds,
Yeah, those clouds at the top would be covering it up, and they're not.
Yeah. And you can clearly see the clouds in front there. And then the back of the clouds behind there look like they're just behind the sun and getting front lit. And then it's nestling down into the cloud bed there. So I know it's not a great proof for a lot of people, but, like, for me, like, I remember that being one of the major ones for me. I was like, that fucker looks local.
We know it's local.
Yeah. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had to kill that goddamn music. That music was killing me.
Oh, sorry. I should stop showing it too. But everybody gets
That was some shitty
No, you
music,
didn't.
NDB. I second you on that.
Yeah.
I had to kill that shit.
From
bro.
the window to the wall.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl, when you were saying that one spot, the high up spot, something dome, NDB, where was that spot that you went to that was all high up?
Supposedly the highest point, Mount Mitchell, 33.
The one that had all the
Mount
different
Mitchell.
arrows looking different ways?
Mount
Okay.
Mitchell. That's next to Asheville on the Blue Ridge Mountain.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but
North
it's not the
Carolina.
highest spot on the east coast. It's Klingman's Dome is the
it?
highest spot. That's what it states there. I was going to show that picture too. It says it's the highest spot on the east coast.
It's crazy.
What
'cause I live
state's it? What
I live
state's it in?
Just over.
It's in
6,500 feet.
it's 6643 or 34, and it's right in between Tennessee and North Carolina.
Yeah.
If you go over the Smoky Mountains,
NDB?
What?
Wasn't your spot around there or something?
Yeah, it's real close there.
Yeah.
Smoky Mountains.
and then plus they got the observer deck that you go up another 50 or 60 feet, so you're almost
I think I've seen
6,700
that.
feet.
Yeah, maybe that's the new high point, and the old point they don't want to give it up. Maybe Mount Mitchell don't want to give it up. I got a
Yeah, they
picture
all
somewhere.
claim it. It's like world's best coffee
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as I guess-
Bullshit.
go ahead. Yeah, like I said, as the sun was going away, I watched it. I was there for a couple of hours, and you could and as it was going away, I'm like, okay. I'm thinking it's 7 o'clock my time, so it's 3 o'clock California time. So from where I was to California, right at 2,000 miles. So, but the sun, according to them, would be past California. So wherever those clouds it was looking at, man, it's a badass picture, man. I want to show. I'm going to see if I can send it. I'm going to try, but it's my computer's acting all kind of funky wonky right now. I might be able to pull it up and show you. I don't know. Let me see what I can do.
Are the trees budding and shit where any of y'all are at, Tony? I'm sure it is out there.
Are the trees budding?
Yeah, like you seeing greenery.
Yeah, totally.
Shit
Out
growing.
here for sure. Sun's working over here.
Yeah.
It never gets cold down there, NDB. It's just always summer.
Well, my
Pretty
phone's
much.
not overheating right now, so
Alright.
it ain't that
Turn
hot
that
yet.
around. It won't let me
That's
turn
coming
that
soon.
around.
Oh, Lowry, I actually got to tell you, hit me with a solo docket, NDB. I got to.
Uh-oh, wrong one.
Docket.
Rookie move, you hate to see it.
Larry, so, okay,
Don't make me strike the gavel.
last year, dude came out.
Stop.
All right, I'm ready. Hit me with it, Tony.
Last year, my turtle came out, dude. You know, you're a fan of dude. You and Nico
Yep.
both big dude fans. Came out. He came out already this year, dude. I was talking to NDB on the phone in February, and he came out. What the hell?
So
It's like 2 months before he normally does. He came out 420 last year. It was on cam.
So he basically just sits under there in a shell and just lives off his fat stores for the
That's
entire
amazing.
winter.
Well, when you say fat source too, it's not like he eats anything fatty. He just
No.
eats vegetables. And like, is there fat in vegetables?
So is he eating bugs down there when he's hanging out under the porch? Is that just
No, he doesn't eat bugs. He
No, they
I don't
hibernate,
know.
don't they?
They do. He did not even come out and eat anything. Like I put out water and he didn't eat.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Honey, he's fasting. It's Lent.
He could be religious. You're right.
You know,
I don't
turtles,
know.
their what do you call that? Their metabolism is so slow that they just sit still. That's why they live for so long, right? They just like sit still, and next thing you know, it's like 20 years later, and nothing has happened to them.
I've always had the thought that, oh shit,
Oh my
I don't know
God.
how to take care of a tortoise. He's gonna die. He is
Yeah.
probably more resilient than I am. You know, he's
Yeah.
a trooper.
Yeah, he's not. He's going to be live there long after you've left that house. Like he's going to have someone else is going to have to take over, dude. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I
Hey.
don't know. Yeah. You
I
guys
got
understand?
I got a docket. This is a docket from the old Hubble telescope guy we talked to.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
Y'all know
you
the
got the
Hubble.
card.
Y'all know
got
Hubble
the cards,
telescope.
everybody.
Don't you?
I need to go back
Hubble.
to that and edit that back together. That was good.
It was 3.7 billion miles away. Hubble uncovers a hidden trio that could
Oh.
rewrite Cooper Belt history. Yeah,
Bullshit. Excuse me. What?
that's
Oh,
what
I'm
the
sorry,
guy.
guys.
That's what the guy at Salamanca, New York, was claiming he did. Was get the images? Is that what he said, y'all? The images?
he was the guy that controlled the images that came from
Yeah.
directly
Hubble.
from Hubble, quote unquote, which we think it was just
Yeah.
that airplane, or even if it's even that, goes through
Right.
one stop at like JPL or somewhere and goes right to his desk. Man, he was triggered when we started telling him about that plane that has Hubble in the plane, which was like, why?
Like Sophia or some shit.
How does he
Sophia,
not
yeah.
know that? How the fuck did he not know that?
He didn't
The
know
dad
that.
is nodding.
Because they keep that shit compartmentalized, man.
And he like nodded and we're like,
Oh,
right.
check it. Did you
And
remember
it was
this?
on your live stream.
Yeah. Oh, NDB. Like we were sitting. It was Nicole and I.
No, you can hear the audio and everything on NDB's live stream.
Yeah, I think it was.
insane. The whole conversation.
All I
He
could
was-
hear was Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, because NDB wouldn't
fuck
shut his
her,
fucking
man.
flapper. But like
That
we
was
were
a
watching.
man out there playing with women. I'm sorry.
But check this out. We're sitting there, and like the Hubble guy's got
Trump
his
says
back
that's not allowed.
to the entrance. But Hubble guy's got his back to the entrance.
Nothing is.
We're sitting. We're facing the entrance. Hubble guy's there with his dad to watch the eclipse. Right. Well, his dad got him into NASA. Initially, got him the job or whatever. We're sitting there with Weiss, and it was me and Nicole. NDB's screaming at the TV, and I'm looking, and like as we're telling him about like flat Earth, and like you may not be getting the information you think you're getting. His dad walks in behind him and winks at everybody, all of us that were talking to his son. He couldn't be the one to tell his son because he was the one that got him the job. He had to have someone else say it to him.
Then. He didn't know then.
Well, maybe he didn't know then, but he winked
Yeah.
at every. Dad winked at all of us without his son
maybe
being
just
able to
hitting
see
on
him.
everyone. You know, he's just a freaky old guy.
Well, his wife probably would have noticed that. I would think she was
fucking nuts.
Yeah, but the wife of the Hubble guy was like, ooh, but like he wasn't having it, man. He was triggered and like
crazy.
he was angry.
I was
and
like, this bitch thinks I'm crazy like her. I'm
Yeah.
gonna just be crazy like her.
But I don't think they could stand how like soft spoken and like just even keeled the rest of us were. And I think that made him even more angry. And that his whole life vision and his whole ego wrapped up in this Hubble thing just came to a head, and he just got mad. You know, the typical triggering.
I do think that guy, even through hearing the Caitlin Clark discussion that was going along on the side, that guy he was just down for a conversation. I at least like how that guy was down to talk.
Yeah.
Even if he didn't see like us, I liked him. He seemed all right to have a conversation with.
It's a lot further than you're going to get with most people that work for NASA.
Why did they come in?
I got another docket. This just in. Elon Musk's Starlink satellites are falling back to Earth. Is the ozone layer at risk?
Oh my God, really?
That's what the survey says.
We just started a conversation about ozone not even 40 minutes ago. And
I know. Now
they are listening to us.
I know the AI wrote an article talking about ozone.
How many of them are falling?
I don't know. I'm not clicking on it. Fuck him.
Yeah, I wouldn't click on it either.
Fuck his Starlink. Shit don't work anyway. You can be on top of a mountain and not fucking get it. No, but Emily Lou has one and motherfucker ain't working.
Well, actually, no. What's that SpaceX thing that like is all the line in the sky? It's like all those lights, that line of lights. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think.
Is that it?
Yeah, allegedly.
That shit creeped me out the first time I saw that shit.
Same. I saw it. I thought it was like aliens or some shit.
Like, what the fuck is that?
It looked very weird.
Looked like a roller coaster in the sky.
Yeah. Like Jimmy Neutron style. Exactly.
Ew, that was even grosser. Your Twitter feed is gross sometimes.
I'm looking at my Twitter feed right now. There was
It's
like
so gross.
Anything good?
No,
Anything good?
seriously, there was a
Anything
hot
happening?
dog
What's
shot
happening? Anything
from
good?
girl in a wedding
What's the
gown
hot topic?
catching elephant poop.
Yeah,
Okay.
somebody in a
like,
wedding dress
what?
catching elephant poop. I mean,
Yeah,
you can't make
having
this
a
shit
good
up.
time doing it.
An elephant poop docket?
Well,
I never friended that person. I don't know who that
Coming
person
up on your
is.
feed, so it's just feeding you the weirdest
They're feeding
shit.
me.
Oh, and then
wait.
there was a hot dog straw.
Oh, check this out. I got a good one for you guys. I got a docket. You ready for this?
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody was like a fan of Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous.
Do you remember Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous?
Oh,
I
yeah.
used to watch it when I was a kid, and I thought it was just so funny back then.
Well, that's not the right one.
No, it's over
Sharing.
there.
Which one is it? Okay, so like, what was in this? Was some Donald Trump stuff in this?
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
So this is from like 1989.
So these deep dives should take.
Good year. Good year.
You find some gems in
Oh
here.
man, I've been finding. I found.
Let's see. I think that's no. Is it this one?
I love.
Oh, it's that one right there.
I love watching
it's that one.
people
Okay, so-
evolve in their profiles.
Let's see what this says, because there could be a nugget in here.
Oh no, there's
Donald-
Branson is in this and everything.
Okay, so these are all the rich. Their
But
places.
this is 1989. It's like a minute.
1989.
Yeah, here we
Yeah.
go. It's like a minute. It's not too long. Here we go. And go.
Rents his island in the sun to rich pals like Paul McCartney for just $37,000 a week. That kind of money is mere pocket change to Donald Trump, the unstoppable real estate mogul who put his autograph on the Manhattan skyline. He built Trump Tower for $700 million and watched it grow $1 billion a year in value since we covered the grand opening in 1984. It's now worth over $3 billion and counting.
$1 billion.
Making to his 3 casinos in Atlantic City, where every day is a jackpot for Trump. The most profitable place in town is his $100 Trump's Castle. He lives in a 14-bedroom Connecticut mansion worth $10 million, but we watched him plunk down $8 million for a 110-room Florida home formerly owned by heiress Marjorie Post. Donald told us his dream is to see Mar-a-Lago become the Southern White House.
How about that?
Hearing this amazing entrepreneur.
Oh, what? Hold that gravy. Hold that
89.
gravy. Whoa, pause.
Let's go back.
Pause.
To see
Go back.
Mar-a-Lago become the Southern White House. Amazing
It's 89.
Oh, Southern White House, Mar-a-Lago.
Believe him. You know, lifestyles will continue to follow his
Yeah, that's
story
crazy.
very closely.
Yeah. So it's curious like how these timelines work, you know, and like and how they use predictive programming and like how these little secrets get dropped in. But like again, we're going back to like Nicole's deep dives on all this stuff, and like you can find little nuggets of all sorts. It's growing, Dad. Is there Karen in there too? Hey.
See, I knew they were going to be together for some reason. I was like, Crumb and Emily are
Holy
probably
shit.
Karen and Ted. I knew it.
Oh, I miss you guys.
Hi.
What's up?
Yo, Karen and Ted.
Yo. Just talking about the bullshit, you know.
You know all this bullshit going on.
Alcohol and chainsaws, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Why you always lying?
Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. You making it hard for me.
Yeah. We get away with more shit
Oh my
on
God.
on this show than we get away with on other shows. So
That's like a famous line. That's a famous like Vine video, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. We're just hanging
It's
out.
hilarious.
you guys got any dockets for us? You guys got some dockets?
What's a docket?
In order to stay, they got to present a docket.
Anything? Any new information
We
or
need
something?
some type of bullshit. We need some type of bullshit.
Need some bullshit for you to stay.
Yeah, NDB strict on the rule. I'll let you stay.
You
with
know
everybody.
what? That rule is bullshit.
What's a
I
docket?
said that from the start.
That's some bullshit. I got a link from you guys. I thought I'd just pop it there. I actually got not much to say. We were just enjoying the show on Karen's couch, and we just thought we'd pop in for a minute.
Okay.
It's very nice.
Well,
of
at
you.
least somebody enjoys our bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of therapy session, you know. Get the bullshit
Where are
off
the,
your
where are the
mind.
puppies at? You got the puppies?
I want to see the puppies.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
The
Can we
puppies
see
are
the puppies?
outside.
Can we please see the
Where's the
puppies?
puppy camera?
Oh wait, you have a puppy cam.
I
You
have
should
a
go
puppy
to puppy
cam,
cam.
but you can't see shit when it's nighttime.
Oh, it's
just-
dark. You're right. It's dark.
Mhm.
So anyway, public service announcement. Anybody out there looking for really good
Puppies.
dogs?
In the dark.
Puppies?
How many you got left? How many's left? 4 or 5?
4 puppies need homes still.
4 puppies. They're cute dogs. I have to admit, they are cute dogs.
They are
But
super
They're
cute.
good puppies. They're good little dogs. They'll
Yeah.
be good dogs.
I came
don't
over
live
here to
close
fall in
enough.
love with one.
Crumb, aren't you going to take one?
They have a
Probably. We'll see how
Well,
happens.
you actually have a difficult little puppy to begin with, so that might be a little.
It'll all figure itself out. Whatever it's supposed to be will be.
Well, Lowry, aren't you supposed to be sometime going over to that area?
Yeah, that was not supposed to be public knowledge, but we could probably.
It's been talked about.
Yeah.
Not
We
gonna
can-
get into details, but
We could say a few things about it.
we'll take one off.
When are you not coming here?
Sorry
It's,
to blow your cover on the thing you talked
You're
about.
not
Any
gonna be
dates
there.
for not getting
You will
here?
not be coming
We're working
through.
on it.
I'll tell you what. We
Well,
probably.
it's not there.
I'll tell you what we probably didn't do. We probably didn't put an offer in on a bed and breakfast in Hatteras. We probably
They didn't. They definitely didn't do that.
make plans to
Probably not
be in
going
the
to
Carolinas in March, and we probably didn't
And we're not
plan
going
to.
like, go to this conference.
We're not going to a conference for innkeepers.
Not
That-
gonna go.
We're probably not going to call it the Flatlantic Inn, and we're
No.
probably not going to host any events there.
No, never.
Outside of that, there is the possibility.
Probably not in the Outer Banks.
Probably not in the Outer Banks, and we're probably not going to be in the
You're
Carolinas
probably not
within the next month or so.
Sir.
So there you go. There you
That's
go.
good. It's good to know
there's
you're
my-
not going to be here.
My
No
answer.
one's going to
Don't
expect
call me.
anything.
I mean, I've been talking about this. What, like,
I
what,
drew a picture
2
of it.
years? Yeah, we have.
Oh no! Oh, my phone's dying.
Oh no.
That'll be cool. That'll be so cool, man.
It's not guaranteed. We put an offer in, but that never guarantees anything. But that's
Is that the picture of it?
that might be home to Flatlandia
It may
in the future.
May or may not be.
May or may not be
3-minute walk down to
the beach,
ocean.
and it probably isn't
may
like
or may not be
beautiful
close to
and
parks
in sand dunes.
and the graveyard of the Atlantic, and the pirates may still walk along the coast and haunt the island.
So that isn't going to happen. But you know, if it does happen, don't be surprised. But it isn't
It's
going to
all written
happen
in
right now.
stars.
It's an anti-docket. That was my first anti-docket I've ever done.
Yeah, so just
That might be the first ever anti-docket.
Anti-docket. Mm-hmm.
Got a clip from Zulu here.
Because he does. He gets offended. He gets worked up. And he's the diva. He's in a permanent green room where he is. All right, let's do 845 because you know it's getting late. Sun's getting real low. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. With special guest Stephen Carpenter.
New York. With Stephen Carpenter in New York, New York. What up? You just, oh my God, you threw me off. That was good
That's
comment.
because I tried it.
Oh my God, how you doing, Stephen, Mark, Karen, Peanut?
Good.
Good show. Good show. Good fucking show. I've been enjoying the hell out of it. Good discussion.
Cool. Is that it?
Yeah. No, yeah. Thank you. Good night. No, I had a couple things real quick.
Stuff.
First off, no, not 2023 again, Mark. That would be horrible. Oh my God, fuck that. I don't want to go through that shit again. 2024 is where it's at. This is going to be the year. This would be. I think we'll get to see the special effects and maybe some good stuff will happen. I don't know.
The special effects.
Yes. I mean, it's all been a big joke and nothing's happened. I mean, not that I want to see people dead, but damn it, all the fear porn and there's no bodies in the street, no military trucks running down the road. I mean, it's all just fear porn.
I don't mind Project Bluebeam as long as it's done well. You know, as long as it's good production value.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree with that.
Good.
Absolutely. Oh.
Yeah. Good old Zulu. Good old Zulu. He's looking down and being like, what the hell are you guys doing? He's like, what are you guys doing? Get out and enjoy the night air. Actually, you can't. It's cold up here.
He's chilling. He's seeing it all.
I know.
I have an update on the French protests. Would you like to see it?
Oh
Yeah,
no!
what we got?
All right, here we go. Tell me when you're ready.
Is it that same girl? Yeah.
No!
All right. So this is what happens when anger overtakes all possible things in your life. You ready?
Yeah.
These are truly angry women.
Some of them look like dudes.
That's what I said.
I think that one guy has a dick there.
That one right there.
Super aggressive.
Anger.
Yeah, doesn't look like a fun bunch.
They got a little smoke bombs.
Things that make you go.
I don't even know what the message. What is the message? I mean,
I
does
don't
anyone know what the message is? Anybody out there?
They said
Anybody?
anti-fascist on.
Well, I don't speak French, so
Yiddish.
They were saying
Yeah.
Heil to like all the world leaders, I guess. I mean, some sort of unified front of, I guess if they're, battling the elite, reptilians of the
Just
world.
don't
I guess,
ask. You don't
maybe
want to
they're-
know. It's bad.
No.
Just don't ask.
I wouldn't want to be at that street, whatever it is. I would not want to be there. I don't know, man. Anger. Anger. It's hard to cage that stuff.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Like, some chick's more in desperate need of a little.
They act like it's so hard.
Anyway.
Come on.
I mean, that's close. That's a street. That's a street full of titties, Kristen. That's not a field full.
Not a
of
field.
titties.
That's a street.
Good point. Good point. I forgot about it. Good pointing it out, Kristen Gallo.
Yeah.
It's the closest we've
You
seen
gotta have a field full of titties for my dream to come true, and that was a street full of titties, and I'd rather have a field full of titties.
I don't know. I mean, if they were nice, would it really matter?
Well, probably not, but you still. I would rather run barefoot through a field full of titties than barefoot down a street full of titties.
Well, I mean that's fair, but who said anything about barefoot?
Well, that was that was in my dream. That was part of my dream. Barefoot through a field full of titties. Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah, it's my dream, dude. You can't fucking change my dream.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
He talks about it all the time, fathead. How'd you miss that?
Because I'm obviously like smoking or something. What do you want?
I found a fucking terrible docket here. It's it's fucking horrendous.
I don't know. Can't.
It says the horrendous norovirus is hitting Florida hard. How to protect yourself. That's the headline.
What was the name of the virus?
That, my friends, is some bullshit. It says the horrendous noro, like homo, but norovirus is hitting Florida hard.
They're going to do whatever they can to extend the value of the word virus all the way down the line, even though there's never been one isolated ever. And they're just going to keep doing it because if it's invisible and it will scare you, it's still useful, for the opposition. It's just like, you could ask people a million days, to Sunday. It's like, look, if you isolated even with the big C word, nobody ever isolated that. Nobody ever isolated any of this bullshit. It was just a big scam. All of it.
Yeah.
It's some bullshit, Lowry.
It's bullshit.
Scam. Total scam. And that's,
So curiosity, because I'm just curious like that. You guys have all, I'm sure, seen the Deagle.
That sounds like a fuck around and find out situation.
FAFO Schwartz.
We are sponsored by FAFO Schwartz. The fuck around.
You called that one right, Carl.
And when you fuck around, you find out. If you want to know more, just ask our sponsor.
Might as well do this and get this out of the way. Today's show. Oh, go ahead. Today's show is sponsored by FAFO Schwartz. That's FAFO Schwartz, the fuck around and find out company. Due to our contractual obligation to FAFO Schwartz, we have to play a short commercial, or they'll come and break our legs.
FAFO.
Hey.
Are you cutting them short, NDB?
Yeah, that's a long one. It just goes on and on. The music does. Kind of annoying.
Okay. I've heard a bunch.
Like if
but
I played it,
it
it would keep fucking playing.
I get you.
I ain't in the goddamn mood to hear it play. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
Time is of the essence.
The numbers.
Don't speak falsely now. The hour's getting late. Is that what they say?
I've heard it. Yeah, it is as they say.
I don't know, Kristen. We got a bunch of scaredy cats in chat tonight. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
What?
What's up, Emmy? I just saw you, Kristen Gallo,
I'm number one fan.
Lucas.
I'm number one fans of everybody. I'm sorry that if I don't.
Unindoctrinated, Sean Alke, Gretel, Xerox, Jay.
Lucas.
Welcome to our little corner of the internet, people.
Karen B. And we got to see Ted and Karen B. But I want to see the puppies. What happened to Karen B? Where did the puppies
the
go?
lights in our puppy camera, they don't show, you can't see them at night. So it's like kind of a, It's only good for like if you get up early enough on Monday mornings in the coffee shop in the morning light. She'll show the puppies.
I want to see the puppies.
Yeah.
Karen, if you're listening, send me all right, I'll go on and I didn't see the puppies.
They're just like I think they're borderline shepherd.
They're borderline puppies.
They're definitely mixed breed, but like super
borderline
smart
puppies.
A super smart mixed breed.
Yeah.
And actually well behaved.
What are they borderline with exactly?
Yeah, there's a good picture of
Man, bear, pig.
They have borderline puppy disorder.
They're
Maybe-
man, bear, pig.
Put that-
That cracks me up every time I play that. It makes me laugh.
Tony, what's going on? What's going on out there in the other circles? I know you bounce around in a lot of circles. What are you hearing from the other
I'm in a
side?
bunch of circles, man. What circle you want to check?
Just like give us like a really just a even keeled, as Tony Coriolis always is, an even keeled sort of vantage of like what different circles. We have got the certain circle where we have some defectors. Apparently, we've got some circles like you go into the the Z circles, the sob circles, the flatzoid circles. You've got all these circles out there, and they're all playing a different game. Like, what's your take on it? Just give us like a nice medium weatherman take of like everything that's happening out there. You got anything?
I check out some circles. I mean, what you're questioning the Jaren circle? It's a hard circle to talk
That's
about,
one of them. That's one of them. We're curious about. We're just kind of like dipping our toes in the water to find out kind of what's going on. I don't know exactly. I've kind of checked out from Jaren since he went off into the brambles. So like, but it'd be interesting to know like kind of the different conversations that are happening over there versus, I've been in some pretty big hot boxes in, Flatzoid and Sob. A lot of those hot boxes I wouldn't recommend anybody going into unless you're really sharp and you can hang with those guys because it can get pretty nasty. But I like to take the temperature of like all sides and see what's happening out there. You got any report on that?
Yeah, I'm still out. I do some temperature reading in different circles, but there are some circles that, Tony Coriolis, I don't know, just me being even a little dipping my toes in that Jaren circle. I'm a caller over there all the time. Jaren's still cool with me, but we don't see eye to eye on some stuff, but still I like just, I'll hear him out on everything. I'm not quick to stop watching or anything, but I'll just say it's not as bad as everyone thinks is what I kind of think. And I don't know, maybe that's a fool's thought, but that's just me. But I do know that one guy that went with him to Antarctica, the Dave McKeegan guy.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yep.
He is supposed to be doing him and Dave McKeegan meet to talk about the moon landing. And I mean, McKeegan's going to be going with his best evidence for the moon landing. I think that's going to be an interesting show. So talking up that circle, that's what I'd see as the main thing. Like, I don't know, that sounds interesting to me. I think to everyone it sounds interesting. If he full on goes, okay, yeah, we went to the moon after this, I'd be surprised as hell. But then again, I was kind of surprised after the December thing. I don't know. It's at least an interesting thing coming up out of that circle. It's hard talking circles,
Oh yeah.
The main thing of the weatherman Tony Coriolis, I'm just observing,
Yep. Smart move.
Yeah.
Smart
totally.
move. It's a referee in me, and I know NDB's got that in him too. It's like I felt like the late December, early January, all I was doing was refereeing between 3 different circles, and I got to the point where I was like, "Yep, I am checking out," because it was like
NDB blew the whistle a bunch of times too. He's calling fouls all over.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, do it. Somebody needs to, because there's a lot of discrepancies in some of this stuff. I promise you. There's no way that they're going to show water ever sticking anything spinning, ever. Yeah. And there's no way. I mean, Karen B did the lake test over in Europe, right? Lake Belaton or whatever.
Belaton,
yeah. And then yeah, I don't know, man. I know nothing's spinning underneath my feet.
I hear
That's
you.
for fact.
Hey, what do you guys think on this? Might as well just run it by you guys. But me just, observing, watching and stuff. Remember how Witsit went on Tim Pool, right?
On Tim Pool. Yeah.
Yeah. Which they went on Tim Pool, and then that other guy was there, Robertson Jennings. I never really heard of the guy until there.
Yeah, he was a brand new dude to me too. When I saw them like debate, I was like, "Who's this guy? Why is he on there? I've never even heard of this guy."
Apparently, he's a like stationary globe guy. What is that called? That thought. You guys know offhand?
I haven't heard of that one. I don't exactly know.
Well, either way, I just know that. Okay, so now if Jaron's saying globe, he just said sort of some positive stuff about that guy. It's not like he's claiming that guy or anything, but I've heard him say some okay stuff about that guy. So
Kristen loves balls, Tony. Kristen loves balls.
Anyway, go ahead.
She said she's never been a flat earther, but she don't think we went to the moon. My bad.
So okay, that Robertson Jennings guy, I found a debate where he was debating with allegedly Dave. Okay, and I rewatched that debate. You know, it's from like 6 years ago, and really all the conversation kept getting to with Dave was Robertson Jennings was talking about stuff in the sky and Antarctica, and then he was just questioning him on, well, what makes the sun go around? What changes the speed of it and the moon and everything? I mean, I don't know. I feel like everyone's questioning that stuff, but when Robertson Jennings was debating Dave Murphy, it was kind of specifically about all that Antarctica stuff, you know, type of thing. It was still lights in the sky talk, nothing about the land. But I don't know. It's just a Robertson Jennings guy. He's now just another circle I'm going to check out a little bit. So, yeah, I'm doing my reporting out here.
Yeah, I mean that's all. We're just kind of testing the waters and just kind of because I know we're like in a pretty sensitive time, and I know there's a lot of people like at odds with each other. Like, I mean, I was 2 minutes before this. I was like, I don't care what they see down there. It's like it's measurably flat, and the water seeks its own level, and we've known this for a long time. And it's funny to watch because some of the arguments spiral off into what I would call the oblivion, or the unknowable, which is the sky and that sort of thing. We can navigate by it and plant crops by it and do all that stuff, but like it's in general, it's kind of unknowable, but that's where they want to play. Like a lot of the people that are like operating in this faction, I guess I call it a faction, they're operating down the unknowable because they know they can argue it and kick the can down the road forever, right? On stuff that we can't verify. We can't get high enough. We can't get enough altitude to actually look down and see what the land masses look like. I think the AE projection is still alive. You might need some tweaking, but like this whole attack against the AE projection I think it's nonsense. I don't like it works very well on SunCalc data. It works very well on flight paths, and it works very well in a lot of ways, especially people just traveling up and down the coast trading their tchotchkes. It works, so it's like, the attack on the model is like, it's weak. I think it's weak sauce. Is it perfect? No, but it certainly works with the, a couple of things that we're talking about here. So like, if what's most curious to me is like how they spin the arguments up into the air, as opposed to away from the focus, which is the land that we walk on, where we amble about and do our daily things, right? And all the focus gets shifted up to the sky, where are we walking around down here? And like, well, I'm interested in what's down here and what I'm walking on. That's what I'm interested in. And yet deflection to the sky. And it keeps going over and over again until you realize that you could just ask these simple questions. I don't want to debate any of these guys because I'm just like, fuck it. Let's just bring my energy down, and I don't have time for this, and I'm past it. But it's like, if they want to talk about it, it's like, look, here's the sky, here's the ground. I'm interested in the ground. Would you like to talk about it? I'm happy to talk about the ground. If they deflect to the sky, I was like, oh, I'm not interested in talking about the sky. I want to talk about the ground. And if they still keep doing it, if you can get them to repeat themselves to where they're deflecting to the sky, then you can tell the grift is on. It's just that simple. Just keep it simple, man. It's just that really easy, I think. There's my rant. Sorry. That was a target.
Very good. Just in, Rachel loves balls too, just like Kristen.
Well, you got to deal with those if you want the other thing, right? Well, how's the mic? I'm trying this mic for the first time. How's the sound? It's okay.
Sounds good.
Hey, sounds good. 5x5.
Hey, thanks. Yeah. So
I can't hear.
Can you hear me?
Carl.
Check. Am I loud? Am I?
No, I can't hear. I can't hear at all. I don't know what's going on.
Something's up with you, Carl. Yeah, no, it sounds good, Rachel.
I'm not too low?
No, all good.
Okay.
No.
All right. Yeah, that's Alex. That was a really good point because, human nature, it seems to be that they don't really want to humans don't want to deal with what's right in front of them in reality, like on the ground. That's why there's religion say, oh, up in the sky, oh, and you're not satisfied with this life. So, oh, you're going to have another life after this life. And also, but the whole thing is, if everyone just got down to basics and be like, okay, let's deal with right now. Okay,
Indeed.
forget what we think is up there, because there's all kinds of, like, the upward vector. My problem with the upward vector is that means that if the Earth is going, if the flat plane dome covered Earth, which I always believed, right? If that's going all the way up, like forever at a certain miles per hour or whatever, continuous, it's got to be going forever, through something. Is going to be ether. It's going to be, we know it's not going to be space. So that's my problem with
crazy.
that's a problem with the upward vector. That means it would be going through something forever. And I don't know what's around us, outside of our contained world, our terrarium. But I don't know I don't know if there's a forever out there.
I can speak to the upward vector on that. It's like if you want to spend time looking into upward vector, I think it's a time suck, but there's no frame of reference to measure it. So, the one thing that was me is, like, if you're constantly accelerating, that means, like, over time we would be going multitudes of the speed of light, quote unquote, because we're still experiencing this inertia moving upward, but there's still not a frame of reference to measure it. So, like, it's just a time suck. It's like, if you want to believe, that's fine. I'm not, I've been open to a lot crazier ideas, but it's like, it just seems like a waste of time to me.
I never heard
a theory, kind of like gravity. I mean, gravity was a theory. Upward vector. Is it a theory?
Well, my thing is, you're not gonna sell me on something just with having a slinky and a water bottle, a balloon in a van. It just that's not enough for me. But
fucking circus acts, by God.
Yeah. I mean, but it's the guy, the level-headed guy. He's interesting. It's interesting demonstrations. But Alex, I don't think anyone ever said that it was a continual, like, acceleration. I always heard that it was just a constant, like, one.
Well, I mean, it would have to be a continual acceleration in order for inertia to apply your feet to the surface that's supposedly moving forward. It'd be like you're riding a car going down a road. In order to continually feel your back against the back seat, it would have to be continually accelerating. That means, like, the speed of the upward acceleration would at this point in time be like exponentially the speed of light, quote unquote, upward towards some sort of vector that we can't measure. And we have no window of measurement or no frame of reference to measure it. That's why it's a time suck. It's just like, guys, if you want to believe it, great. But it's a time suck.
It did suck some of my time, and me trying to listen to it a little bit, I did kind of hear the same thing as Rachel's saying. I heard it's a constant thing, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it was increasing. Yeah.
Here's my thing, and I shouldn't even say it. God forbid, Jaron, before he flipped, he actually did say something that was smart about the upward vector. He said, because the thing is, when the level-headed guy, when he's like drops the water bottle, right, and the water isn't moving in the bottle, it's just it's not like splashing and it's just going down. But Jaron said, well, it's going down anyway. The water and the bottle's going down. The only way to make the displacement of the water would be to throw it down, which I think level-headed dude did once, because he shows acceleration this way, right? Displacement rather. He shows it like going that way. He shows it going that way, but he doesn't. Well, when he said the whole key to upward vector, as far as I know, I mean, it could be wrong, is that there's no acceleration in free fall. But all that would say is that the free fall, the items that are free falling are the same speed. So that's why there's no displacement of the water. The water's not going up. But if you just accelerated a little bit on the bottle and just went like threw it down instead of like dropping it, so now it's more than free fall, it's like faster than free fall, then there would be displacement. And in any other way, like if the van's going this way or whatever, or the water bottle on the skateboard, or I forgot all the stupid it's kind of a little bit, it was kind of stupid, some stuff. But the thing is, you're going to show acceleration if you're going sideways, or if
G, yeah, that's G force. They call it G force.
you're gonna show displacement because that's not the natural. For the natural thing would be to fall plumb, just to fall down plumb, right? That would be the natural thing. But if so that doesn't show displacement because all the items that are falling at the same speed. But this way and that way, like I guess lateral acceleration, that's going to show displacement because that's not going down plumb.
I got a
question. Well, I think you could show.
You know what I'm saying?
You could show a systematic equivalence in the opposite in that direction if you just incorporate the fact that we're just sitting still. And I don't think anyone pays attention to that. They don't really pay attention to the fact that there's a systematic response and answer to that it's an inversion of what they're saying is upward acceleration. They're just basically, it's a semantic word salad is what it is. In other words, acceleration, some people would say that that's a speeding up. Other physicists would say acceleration is speed in a certain direction. So you have a semantic issue at the start before you can start arguing, and then you back it off and you put up a frame of reference to actually measure it. They don't have that. And so that's why I think it's a time suck. It's just like, look, guys, maybe you could make up a thing it's just like the rest of relativity and dark matter. You can draw that math all the way fucking 7 ways sideways, all the way out into the wind and never get your solution. But you have a really elegant solution all the way up until you're kicking the can all the way down the road, where it's really much more simple to look at it as I'm not spinning. There's no curvature. And I can't measure any upward motion of this because I can't get outside of the place to look at this whole system moving upward. So it's sorry, Nicole, pie in the sky, wishing upon wishing, and you're still going to run down a rabbit hole where you end up in an eddy on the side of the stream. Sorry. And you just don't. I get kind of excited on this topic. If you want to pursue it, that's great. Whoever wants to pursue upward vector, it's great. But I just think, I think your time would be better spent if you have a really great brain on you to just focus on what we can actually see and what we can actually witness, which is like, we're not spinning and there's no measurable curvature. Water seeks its own level. You can't have gas pressure with a container, blah, 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 blah. We've all heard these things. And
but I'm saying, did what I say make any sense? I'm not sure if it did. I'm on like a stupid amount of RSO. Stupid amount. I'm off tomorrow. So no volcano yet, but I'm RSO the fuck up. And,
I tried that once at Flatover, and I think it was Thunder Chicken that gave it to me, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm glad I only had like one little titty bitty of that because I was just like,
you got to be home. You got to be home on RSO.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was amongst crowds, and I was like, okay,
yeah, you can't. There's times. I mean, I keep having to say it like, like it's like the real wussy move. Like you feel like you're gonna die on edibles, and then you're like, hey. You're not going to die on edibles. You might die, but it just would be a coincidence that you're on edibles.
The best thing is when you think you're going to die on edibles or weed in general is to go to the grocery store. It changes everything.
I was so high. Me and Nate X were so high. Well, that I lost hamburgers and buns, and this thing at Lowe's. It was the wrong thing anyway for the sink, the stopper thing for the sink. For the garbage disposal, but so I lost that too. So I'm like Nathan went home, and I'm just like, you better check for burgers in your car because it might smell or something. I don't know where the fucking burgers are. I mean, we got cheese for the burgers, and we end up eating them on roast beef sandwiches. But I mean, he's like, oh, do you want to get stuff? What are we gonna get to put on the burgers? I'm like, oh, I got this like Jersey Mike's relish, pepper relish. I want to use that and stuff. So we're talking about burgers because I fucking bought them. And I lost burgers. Right. That's and I wasn't on RSO, but I was on Volcano. Yeah. Oh yeah. So the only thing, if I'm not gonna bash the upward vector, it's interesting, but I'm saying if the core thing is that they're relying on is that there's no acceleration in free fall, unless I'm missing something, because there's no acceleration if you do this. It's acceleration. If you throw it down harder than it would just free fall, that is acceleration. There's no way to go free fall this way, right? Because that's lateral. You have to throw it because that's not plumb. Things fall plumb. Things don't fall plumb because of gravity or possible upward vector. They fall because of density. Because if something you're dropping is heavier heavier than air, it's going to drop. But if it's lighter than air, it's not going to drop. Right? I thought that was the whole thing that we always understood in FE. I thought that we
But
just understood.
not anymore. Not anymore.
I thought the density thing.
Yeah, we're behind.
Was,
we're behind because we don't realize that everything is rising up.
Yeah, they really
but it's still
talk about
density,
How do
right?
airplanes work?
Sometimes.
How do fucking airplanes work? If
Okay, I got that
if
picture.
Price is rising up. Uh-oh.
Well, it's just you manipulating the air like you would on the water. You know, if you're a fish, you're manipulating the water. Same thing with the air.
Right.
Oh, what do we got here? Sun pictures?
Carl said
Oh,
he's got
yeah.
a picture.
Go to the other one. I got another one on there that you should be able to click on too.
I don't think it lets me.
It says I'm sharing it.
And we're looking at looks like a bank of
If
pictures.
you're sharing it, you gotta click on it, Carl. Not
yeah,
me.
you got to run the slideshow. So just click on one of the pictures you want to show us.
Yeah.
And then
okay, let me get out of this one. Let me get out of this one. Okay, here we go. So, am I sharing now?
Yep.
Yeah. We can see
Okay.
it. You just gotta click on one of them.
All right, let's go up here.
I love this shit.
That's the way we can see.
Just
see
to be
this
clear,
lake right? See this lake right here?
Carl. Just to be clear, you took these pictures, correct? It's coming directly from you.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
So let's go to this one. See if it pulls it up there. It's running slow, so we know where we are.
What are you on? You on a PC, Carl? We got to get you.
Yeah, I'm on a PC. I don't know why it's not showing it.
Did you single click or double click?
I double clicked.
Huh, that's weird.
And it's showing on my screen, but it's not showing on your screen. I don't understand.
No, all we see is a little picture.
You know what?
Ball,
you might have to share like when you go to share, it's probably pulling it up. Are you using two screens or one screen, Carl?
I'm just using one.
Oh, that's weird. How would you
see where it says Klingman's Dome up there?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't understand why it's not.
Click on gallery and see if it'll open up in gallery. See gallery to the left under home. See if that'll work. All right, then it's working. So you're just a little slow is all. This is from your hard drive though, right? It's not on the cloud.
No, it's not on the cloud.
See, this is why Bill Gates is public enemy number one.
It won't. Like I said, it should be. Now it says it's working on it. Ha ha ha.
But where is Bill Gates? We haven't heard from Bill Gates in how long? Where's he?
I don't know.
He's in the bunker already, I guess.
Yeah, it's like.
No, I saw him and Warren Buffett working at McDonald's recently.
Well, that's
look at that.
Well, that's some new
God.
Jupiter. That's some new Jupiter stuff from last night.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a planet aligning.
No, that's just it's not.
Okay.
I'm going down here. Let's see if I can go down.
Well, we can see all those pictures.
Yeah.
It's white there.
It's
But
just
then you get down to here and it's not even loading them in. That's
Yeah, are those on your hard drive?
yes.
Yeah.
That's why you need to upload them to like a Dropbox
I-
or Google Drive
See,
that's
now it's
private, so that when
even
you
wanting to
show
show
the
nothing.
photos, they don't take a long time and they're already uploaded to the web.
Let's
It
see.
should be Klingman's Dome. Here we go.
Look at this one.
All right. So I don't understand why it's not wanting to show. But right here it says 6643. Go down. This lake right here is 45 miles away. I'll show it. It's going to show it small. I don't know why. Right here, that's 45
Yeah.
miles away.
Damn.
All right, from where I was. And if you go down to this one, which I don't know why it's not pulling it up. And I don't understand why it's not. I double clicked it there. It should pop right up.
Right.
Those darn PCs. I mean, Mac is of the same ilk of evil. It's just a different kind of evil. But
what are you using, Lowry? What are you using? Like a laptop or?
I'm on a desktop Mac, and I got my MacBook Pro down here. But like, basically, it's just a like PC and Mac don't like each other. They don't like to talk to each other. But I don't think that has to do with this. I think it's just the PC is the way the system's set up. The whole operating system has to operate through all the files before even, I guess, operating a single thing that you want to have happen. It's just set up different. I'm so in Mac world that I don't even know how PC works anymore. Like if you put me on a PC, I'd be like lost. Like what the hell's going on here?
That's okay. You stop there.
Same with me. I only use Mac. I'm lost on a PC completely.
Yeah.
My first computer was a Mac.
Make no mistake, it's all evil, but you choose the best of what works when you want to show pictures. You know, Mac tends to work better.
Last century was pretty cool, guys. I mean, I kind of got to admit.
Which
Alex,
century? Yeah,
I got a
2023.
Cool. I got a 2023 14-inch MacBook Pro, like the second one up. But the thing is, I was like, then it came out with the M4 chip. It's an M3 chip. And I was like, oh, damn, the M4 is coming out like months later after I spent $2,000 on this. And but the M4 has built-in AI, and the M3 doesn't. The new Macs, you get a new MacBook Pro right now, it's got AI built in.
It's a little creepy. You know what? This is a docket, NDB. I think we should dig into AI a little bit more because I don't think we talked about enough. You know.
AI.
So like,
AI is going to be listened to because they're fucking up.
Look, I thought about something the other day, and something came up on my feed that I thought about that I didn't even say, which is creepy. On my Facebook feed, something that I was thinking about, and I'll tell you exactly what it was. This is what happened. So I was like, we're talking about this bed and breakfast that we're not going to buy, that we're not going to move to or whatever. But I was like, is there a machine in my mind? I was thinking, is there a machine that can automatically change bed sheets? And I shit you not. One day later, I get this video on my feed that has an automatic bed changer. It happened. I'm not kidding you, and I'll find it and I will prove it to you. It actually, I was like, I didn't even say it out loud.
No, but that thing's out there. That thing's out there. It's like if I won lottery, I wouldn't tell anybody, but they'd be signs, and that thing comes down with the sheet. Yeah, it's like a frame.
The blanket over the thing.
No, but the AI on Facebook is unbelievable. Like you literally could practically think something and it's going to pop up. Like it's unfucking believable.
It's a little creepy. And like, I'll go back to what we were talking about earlier was like, okay, well, video evidence is no longer, we can't count on it anymore because it's now if they can prove, if they can make videos that are as good as they're making now, even if we can still spot them, you can make grainy videos that look real, that oh, this is totally real. This is definitely, see how grainy it is? See how like, this is definitely from like a spotter. And this is like somebody that actually took the picture or whatever. And like, we can't trust it anymore. So like you almost have to cut off. There's a cutoff line. Like I remember when Jay Tolan was putting out all the infrared stuff, that shit was legit, man. I was like, you could not fake what he was doing. It was in an infrared, the spectrum. I used a lot of that stuff in my initial Doctor Strange Lowry. Go ahead.
What's the word on him?
I haven't heard from him for a while. He's kind of in the Hibbler circle over there, and for a while he was talking about like plants on the moon. I was like, okay, come on, man, you just back off. I don't know. He's kind of weird, and but his infrared shit was like so like spot on. I was like, dude, this is great, because you can't fake infrared. You really can't. It's really hard to fake that stuff, and there's not a lot of people that know how to do that stuff and understand how the tech works. And he was doing that stuff well before the AI stuff got rolled out. So like, there's a certain date line where I can trust the video, but only so much because you still have to even vet these people. Now, Jay Tolan's met a lot of the people in the community, so we know that he's a real person. We know that his heart's generally in the right spot. So like, I trusted most of his stuff, just like, Robo Polish and everybody else. I vet through the characters that I meet to make sure they're staying steady. And if they're staying steady, then I'm like, okay, I'll trust their work, and we'll go through that. But like, we're to the point now in AI where it's like I know that we on my Adobe suite, I didn't sign up for it, but like there's an option to sign up for it where it will just generate movies. You just put in whatever you want and it will make a movie for you, and it will be the most awesome thing like ever. And like she's talking to Grok, like doing business plans and stuff, and it's generating.
Oh, no, it does deep searches. Like I did a whole entire deep search. I was like, find exactly, and I put in my name. I put in like different things. I said, dive into social media, dive into archives, dive into mastheads and photo captions of, you know, images that have been published, and it generated a whole entire bio that was all totally true.
Yeah, and you want to go total creep show on this? Ask Grok. Just say, ask your own name. Say like Tony, like, hey man, I want to know what Tony Corrales is up to these days. He lives in Arizona. Say, give him a few prompts so that they can zero in on where you're at.
Social media,
and
so it's like early. Remember MySpace when we like programmed? We're like, I want my skin to be black, and I want my letters to be this, and I want this to be a hidden message, so you can only, you know, see it if you highlight it. Did you guys do that?
No.
Oh,
I never heard of that on MySpace.
really?
So
I wrote a lot on MySpace.
Like we just all knew how to like type HTML.
Oh yeah, like
Nobody
sure.
taught us how to do it.
I could barely spell that. Okay.
yeah, but anyway, the point is like it's getting to the point now where it will tell you about yourself. Depending on how much you're out there on the internet, it will give you a pretty damn good, accurate like thing. Like what's Tony Corrales up to lately? And if you give a few more prompts, like from Arizona, Grok will just dive in and give you a bio, and you're like, whoa, dude, that you know me better than some of my best friends. This is fucked up. This is
well, hey, did I hear something about that Grok? That's the AI, the Tesla's, or not Tesla, but Elon's AI,
it's X is Grok, and I think it's probably crossing over to Facebook at some level, but like it's starting, they're rolling it out no matter what. So like now you have to, like, your discernment skills have to really get sharpened.
I don't even know where I heard this, but someone said that maybe, is it not AI? Did he contract it out to like Indians or something? Did you hear that ever?
I don't think Elon does anything. Elon's just a guy that walks around and makes faces.
I watched the documentary on how they train AI. It's not what you think. There's literally like people making like pennies, per thing. They're making nothing, and there's like thousands of them. It's like a sweatshop. It's like a technical sweatshop where they're keying in stuff. So AI is actually trained by slave labor.
Oh no! Also, this like for a moment there, I was like, I did a little side job where I was working on AI. Like it was like 5 months ago. I just wanted to see if I could make any money at it because I was just sitting at home anyway. I went through the process of how they're creating the language and the neurotic, well, not neurotic, but the neuron framework in the digital system. You basically go through and you analyze maps, you analyze conversations, and you answer questions, and they pay you like something stupid like 35 cents of an answer or something like that. And you ended up, I did it for like a week just to kind of, I was curious. And like basically what they're doing is they're farming human consciousness. So what AI is giving you back is what everybody's putting in, right? But like I went through it and it was like, holy shit. And now I know why they're getting such good answers, because they're asking you very specific questions about maps, about how do you respond to this thing? How do you respond to that thing? Like 10 layers deep, so that they have every possible response to any possible question that could be answered. And this is over the course of the entire nation and or the entire realm of people doing this in different languages. So they have a perfection of the human consciousness coming back at you from Grok. That's what's happening. But the thing about it is, you got to remember, is that it's not artificial. It's actually coming from living human beings, we think, unless you're an NPC or whatever. I mean, you could go down that rabbit hole, but like this is what we're up against. It's like we're up against our own human consciousness.
Yeah, well, there's an angle to it where even Nico called out your Twitter feed earlier, Lowry, and then you said quickly, like, I don't even follow that. Dude, they shove stuff in your feed that, you don't even follow. It's them trying to steer what you're seeing.
Yeah,
it wasn't like that originally, but yeah, they are steering us. And yeah, it's a hard thing to even, say how they're steering us. But hey, can I show one thing really quick?
Sure.
You got a little time. What do you want to show?
Oh yeah, I just saw the banner. Yeah.
Given.
What do we got there?
What is that? It looks like the.
These are. Here's the box to it.
Is that a president or who is that?
The FE coin series. Oh yeah. Is that
They are
Ryan's stuff
so
or is that?
badass. Like, I'm gonna try to get it to focus. And then like that one.
I like that one.
Is that Ryan doing that or who's doing those?
No, Tony, didn't you say you were working on something like this?
So I know, yeah, Dalu has a coin where I actually have that one. Yeah, I have that coin right here. I'll show you that one too. But these ones I got from someone who is not liked by people that we talked about earlier, that one circle. And
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I still think he's a nice guy. But yeah, all these are fucking badass, dude, and he sent me them. I'm so happy about it.
Wow, those are cool.
They are so fucking cool.
How's he doing that engraving? Has he got like old school like diamond engravers like in his house?
The coin you talked about with Dalu, I got it right here. And
Yeah.
Dalu talked to me about that. And yeah, his coin is AE map. And then
Yeah, I think he
got
gave me
number
a tiny.
73.
He gave me a tiny one in a plastic. I think I remember getting that. It was awesome.
I got this tiny little one from
Yeah,
Trey.
I have that one.
Yeah,
I have
that
one
one
of
from
those.
Trey.
Well, it was good hanging out with y'all tonight. That's all I got to say.
Dude, you said
Yeah.
it's 5 minutes. Why are you saying your condolences?
No.
He blows
We're
up the
at,
show sometimes.
we're at the
That's
2-hour
what
mark.
happens
I'm
around
blowing it up, goddammit. We got
All right.
pizza on the way out.
Damn it.
It was a good time. Good hang. Hopefully
Love you
you'll
guys.
make it next week.
We'll see you guys next
Oh,
Saturday.
NDB. One thing. NDB. Is that thing in Atlantic? Is the thing in Atlantic City still on?
Wait, is that
Up in the air?
Haven't heard anybody really saying that they're going to go or do anything, or haven't heard anything on it. Really, just I heard a few people ask about
I
it.
think
but-
your last show you had something on it, so I thought maybe it was still on.
Well,
that was
there
last
might be-
year.
There may or may not be a
Oh.
place.
Yeah, that was last
you
year.
might have.
Yeah, we might have a different place to go to coming up,
might be
so
another
don't rule it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're working on
How about that?
something
All
else.
right, fuck all y'all. See y'all next week. In a cult. Maybe in a cult. Maybe in a cult. Maybe in a
I'm at the Grove, Bohemian. I drink the juice, the chocolate milk, the holy cow. I wear the sneaks, tip up the beat on the 33. Charles Manson, ranch dressing, goat heads with the number 9. It is so divine with the holy grail, shape of the snail, the Fibonacci sound of the conch. Third eye rainbow swastika in my pine cone like a dirt bike. Third eye rainbow swastika in my pine cone like a dirt bike.
Like a dirt bike.
I'm working on my next 30 days of super, yo.
Triple D. Triple D.
Oh, Tommy's here. Sick. Hey, what's up, man? I bought both of his CDs. I don't know why I didn't have them autographed. I don't know. I was too high or something.
I know.
Hey, good night, Zulu.
Good night, Zulu.
I got the caddy, I make the Benjis, a limousine with peaches and cream. You make that dough, the symbol show, euthanasia.
Zulu should have did some Barry White karaoke. That would have been perfect.
Karaoke.
I'm a 33.
3, a bunch of important numbers. 42, a bunch of important numbers. 481, a bunch of important numbers. 5, a bunch of important numbers. 0, a bunch of important numbers. 9, a bunch of important numbers. 23, a bunch of important numbers. 7, a bunch of important numbers. 11, a bunch of important numbers. 11, I'm in a cult.
11.
I'm in a cult. I'm in a cult. I'm in a cult. I'm in a cult.
420 somewhere.
I'll be back.
I love Nicole. I love Nicole.